Alright, for this one, I've already got this typed in to my equation. All you're going to do is look at the graph, get an idea what the graph looks like. This is a cubic function, so it goes down and up and then back down again. Plot your points, and just plot however many you can. Sometimes you can only do 2 or 3, sometimes you can do 5 or 6, just depending on what the graph is. And I could, I guess, do negative 111. I know that's kind of off my graph there, but I know kind of where that is right there. I can do 0, 5, 1, 5, and 2, 5. That kind of looks like a straight line there, but and then maybe one more. 3, negative 1. Okay, but I know what my graph looks like. And again, 4, negative 19 is the next point. So you want to make sure this graph is pretty steep as it goes down. But it goes down through this point, then up, then down. And again, it's a steep graph. Do not have this graph cross 4 before it goes past this point, because remember, the next point is 4, negative 19, which is way down here. Okay? That's it. That's all I do. No domain and range, no axis of symmetry, nothing like that. So any questions with it? All right, square roots have starting points. That's the first thing I want to plot. And again, your calculator is going to tell you that if you don't know it already. But the starting point is the opposite of this number and whatever's on the outside. So negative 3, negative 4. Okay? From there, I'm just going to type the rest of it in the calculator, which I could have done to start off with. So give me a second to type this in. And go to your table of values, and you'll notice that there are error signs to the left of that negative 3, negative 4. That's going to confirm your starting point. So you already plotted that point. I'm going to plot a couple more. Negative 2, negative 1, right there. 1, 2 is right here. And I might be able to do one more. Yeah, 6, 5. And you start here, if you look at your graph, it starts at that point and goes up and to the right forever. So do not have it go past that starting point. Okay? That's your graph. That's all there is to it. Now your domain and your range are the tricky parts. And that's why it might help you to maybe somewhere write the point for your starting location. Because your domain comes from that x value. Your range comes from this y value. So your domain is x, and it deals with that negative 3. All I got to figure out is it greater than or less than. And since it goes to the right, it includes all x values to the right of the negative 3 or greater than or equal to negative 3. And you do need the equal to line. It does actually include that point. Your y for your range comes from this negative 4. And since it goes up, it includes all y values that are bigger than negative 4. So it's greater than or equal to. Now, if the graph went down to the right, this would just change to a less than. I don't think that we'll ever see one that the x is a less than. I think it always goes to the right. All right, to type this in, the only thing you need to really remember is that to get cube root, you go down to the 4th one, and you type in x plus 1, and then hit the arrow button to get out, and then plus 2. But when you graph this, guys, it's going to be an S or a Z shape. So get your graph, the idea what it looks like, and then just plot however many points you can. Sometimes you can do 5, sometimes you do less. So find the points you want to use. I can do those 3, negative 2, 5, which is right here. Negative 1, 2, 0, negative 1, and then I'm going to scroll up and find a couple more here. Negative 9, 8. Guys, y'all hold up on packing up, please. And then the last one here, sorry. Thanks. And the last one I can do 7, negative 4. Okay, so plotting the points is not that big of a deal. You just know that your graph kind of has that S-type shape to it. It's a nice smooth curve, starting over here at the left, going down through those 3 points, and it starts to slope off again. Okay? Now your domain and range, every single time, no matter what the question is, if it's a cube root, it's always all real. So put a big star next to that. That's easy points. Okay, easy points.